Hey everybody, welcome back to Tutorial Tuesdays with Tea Time Tales. We're back with part 2 of drawing faces. We're going to do the 3/4 view. So, grab your favorite hot drink and let's get into it. If you missed part 1, I'll go ahead and have that link down in the description, or you can go to our channel and check out our Tutorial Tuesdays playlist. So to start off, we're going to just draw a basic oval. Unlike the front view, we're not going for a perfect circle, but rather a slight oval, because the human skull is not actually perfectly circular. It's more of an oblonged oval shape, and with the 3/4 view, we're not seeing the whole side of it, but rather alluding to the right plane of the face here. If you haven't already, I'd recommend looking up a diagram of how the face planes work. It can be very helpful in understanding how the perspective works for faces, and it'll help you later on when you jump into shading and all that, because it can really give you a good guideline to start rendering out those forms. Now we got our oval, we're going to draw our first guideline here. Instead of down the center of the face like the first one, we're actually going to go to the side a little bit. I'm gonna have my character facing to the left here, so that center line of their face is going to be towards the left. I'm also gonna make it a bit curved, nothing too crazy, but our faces aren't flat, they're rather curved, so this will help us in placing our facial features. From there, I'm gonna start on my left side, draw a line going straight down, and then have it curve into a cheek there, and bring it back down to the center. This curve is not where the jawbone is, but rather where the cheekbone would sit. Then on our right side from the bottom, I'm just going to draw an angled line going up and hint at a jawline right here. I'm going for a female face first, so that jawline is not going to be crazy pronounced, and it can be rather rounded. And my chin is going to be pretty small. Then from here we can draw a eye guideline, starting in this little dip in where the cheekbone is here, and then this dip in is the eye socket, and when it pooches back up above would be the brow bone. So in that little divot, just gonna draw straight across. This line doesn't need to be curved. And that'll tell us a little bit where our ear begins. The ear begins right at the end of this line, and just above the jaw. I'm just gonna draw a little C shape, taper it in at the bottom. At this point, I'm going to flip my canvas and fix anything that looks super out of place. Like I can see I drew the jaw a bit big, so I'm just going to select it and transform it and bring it in a little bit. This is a female face, so it's going to be shorter than what a male face would be, but try not to scrunch it up too much. I can also see my ear, it looks a little bit big to me, so I'm just going to bring it in a little bit. And the back of the head is going to continue on behind that ear. Okay, so that's looking pretty good to me. So I'm just going to draw our neck here. The neck stems from the back of the head, so it's going to come from behind the ear there. Kind of come in. And curve out into those neck muscles. And then the other portion can start a little bit, pretty much just in line with our center line there. For females, the neck is going to be pretty slim. They don't have super brawny neck muscles or anything. Okay, and then just giving my canvas another flip. See my chin? I brought the tip of it in a little bit too much. So I'm just going to bring that out a little bit so it doesn't look like she's tucking her chin. Okay. So that's our basic form, and then I'll make a new layer on top, turn down the opacity, and then we can start sketching in the features. So on our eye line, I'm just going to start and I'm going to draw the top of the eyes down into the bottom. So when drawing the eyes are not going to be the same. This first eye here is pretty far in. We can imagine this is the side of the face here, and this portion is the front of the face of what our front view would have covered. So since it's kind of squished like that, we're going to have to make our features more squished as well. So on the right side, the eye is going to be pretty far in from the ear, and on the left side we make them pretty equidistant from this middle cross section that we have. And our eye on the left is we want the heights to match up. So the tops of them and the bottoms of them are going to be the same, but the left eye is going to be squished. So we can see it's not the same. If we take away our little guideline there, we can see it's pretty squishy compared to the eye on the right, and that's what gives us perspective. Then a nose is going to be angled a little more. Instead of just being a dot, depending on the style you're going for, you can pitch it out and you can see the side there. And then we would have a little nostril here. It's the bottom of the nose. You know, you can get complicated with it. But we'll just do a little anime side nose there. You can even take away that line and just leave it as a little side dash. It just depends on what you want to do. Then here's where our lips would be, just below the nose. As with the eyes, the right side is going to be longer than the left side. So I'll just draw in these irises. The iris is also going to be more squished than the one on the right. The one on the left will be a little more narrow. And we can add in a little double eyelid. For the eyebrows, you're going to want to put them more towards the side that the face is facing than you think. So this right eyebrow, I'm drawing it rather close to the center line there. And then the left eyebrow can be not quite as far away. But that right eyebrow, you draw it a little bit more to the side than you would think. Because again, our face is a curve and that kind of helps allude to that fact. Then our eyelashes on our left eye can actually stick out a bit because we're kind of catching the sides of the lashes there. I'm gonna flip my canvas again. Can never flip your canvas enough. I'm noticing that my squished eye over here is looking a little bit odd. I think the iris is a little bit too far out. I think I need to bring it in a little bit and bring that eyelash over it a little bit more. Then we can just give her some hair. You know, maybe she has some curly hair, much like my sister Miriam. There you have it. That's a pretty good sketch. We can go ahead and line over it, and we'll show you the cleanup at the end there. But now let's move on to the guys. We'll go ahead and draw them facing the other direction. For guys, it's a similar process, so let's just go ahead and draw our oval and get that center line set up. It's important to do both directions to be a well-rounded artist. A lot of times, artists will get really good at drawing a face one direction and then can't draw it in the other direction. And I think I am more comfortable drawing faces facing to the left, but I eventually was able to break out of it by doing enough practice. But I'm willing to bet this one will be a little bit more lopsided and needs some more fixing. I'm just gonna make the face a bit longer for the men and try to make the cheek sharper and smaller. You can really play around with it depending on your character type. I'm just kind of drawing, you know, the basic, like, standard anime boys and anime girls that you see in a lot of media for now. And that jaw is going to be much more defined. And we can even make the chin a little bit more squared. We'll really try and leave in those sharper angles. Got my eye line just about where that little dip in is. It's less prominent on the guys. It can also be, it kind of connects with the top of the jaw there. And then for the neck, it still starts at the back of the head there, but it's gonna sit wider. And again, depending on the character, if it's a young boy, the neck can be pretty thin. But if we're drawing a maybe like 17-year-old or getting into those more adult years, the neck will be considerably wider. And we can make those tops of the shoulders a little more prominent as well. We can add in a little Adam's apple and maybe even a bit of that neck tendon. Okay, then I will add my new layer on top, lower the opacity of this one, and start in with those features. Draw the eyes a little thinner, not quite as round. And the nose is going to sit a bit lower than with the girls. And it's a little bit bigger, so I'm just going to make that dash longer. Maybe we'll give them a bit of a cheeky little smile there. It's really it's just the same thing, you know, just on a slightly longer face and more masculine coated, more jagged I would say that this eye here is definitely the most annoying part of doing the 3/4 view, and it can be a real struggle to get it to look right. And then we'll just give him some hair. Feeling spiky, maybe? Who knows how he gets it to stick up like that? Not me. So yeah, there you go. That's how to do both male and female faces. As you can see, it's a very similar process. So if you know how to draw one, it's not too hard to start building the recognition for the differences between the genders. And then, you know, if you want to do more androgynous type characters, it's just kind of a mesh of combining the energies, you know, combining the soft brownness of feminine and the sharp features of masculine. Thanks so much for sticking along the ride. If you want to check out part 1 for front views, those will be linked in the description below, or you can check out our tutorials playlist. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.